Hello, and my name is Dalton Moore, and I'm doing a plant growth system. So the system will consist of three main parts. I'll be using a directional light source, a primitive plant object made up of cubes, and a simple user interface with some buttons on the screen. So the flow of the system will be the sun will, the directional light source will be increasing in intensity up into a peak for a duration, and then decrease down to a zero intensity for about 5 seconds, and that'll be nighttime. And the plant will grow, multiplying the directional light's intensity by the current water level. So if the intensity is zero, the plant will grow during the night. So the user will be prompted to water the plant when a few seconds after the game starts, after the system starts. The plant will start out with zero water, and then it will become sick after about 30 seconds of not being watered, or it'll become sick immediately if it becomes overwatered. And you can water a plant up to 10 times. The plant will consume water at like about 5 seconds per tick. So the user will water the plant, and then the plant will grow, and at about 25%, it'll add a new leaf, and then 50%, 75%, and 100%, it'll reach maximum growth. So it's like 4 leaves it'll grow, and then but the plant will have about like 10 health or 5, and it'll take it'll take 1 damage per tick of sickness. So there's a lot of things that are implemented here. It's got the only thing that'll kill the plant is things that the users will do. So that I wanted to make it that way, so that like if the player doesn't water the plant enough or overwaters the plant, it'll kill the plant, because the sun, with the current system controlling like the sun exposure and the amount of sun, the player can't really do. The player can speed up or slow down the growth factor just to increase the stimulation time. So that's what's here. We have the sun communicating the intensity to the plant and communicating day or night. We print out in the debug log, and you also see the change in the single light source. So it actually gets darker. The UI, when you click the buttons in the UI, you will either water the plant or you change the growth multiplier from 1x to all the way to 4x. The plant communicates back to the UI its current water level, its growth rate, and whether it's sick or not. And eventually it'll communicate whether it adds a leaf or if it's fully grown to maximum growth level. I'm going to show now my prototype. So there's our plant. Starts out just a single cube. We need to water it. We water it. So we just want, we added a new leaf. The leaf is green. Sun is at peak. our sunlight is up there. It's growing very slowly. It's nighttime. Add new leaf, that was 50%. It's nighttime. Oh, add a new leaf. Once we hit 1,000, that's the maximum growth. So now we're at maximum. No more leaves will be added. I think it still grows. Nope, actually it doesn't. We're done growing. There's no more growth rate. But I'm gonna stop watering it. And oh wait, no, let me show you overwater. Plant is overwatered, it's sick. So it takes some health damage. Recover from the sickness. So now it's okay. So I implemented it to where if you overwater it enough, so past 10, it'll go into sickness mode, and then for like 30 seconds or 20 seconds, it'll take damage. And then as soon as it's recovered from the sickness, it'll just go back to maximum water level instead of like cycling again if you're high enough. So now if I underwater it, it should also go into sickness mode and take damage. And it'll tell me it needs to be watered. I think it does this for about 15 seconds. Oh no, 10 seconds. So take 1 damage. But once the health gets to 0, plant destroys. It goes away and it's dead. So I think it's a really good system for simulating a very basic plant player sun relationship. Could probably add some like flair to it. And if I were to continue, I would add some bars um, and multiple plants, and then some like bars that show the levels of the plant. And of course, art would make it way better. But I was pretty proud with the system, and I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And I had a lot of fun making this. Um, thank you. Goodbye.